Namaskar. Last time we talked about first step. Today I'll continue the idea. Last time when I talked to you about the first step, that is, you need to start solving a problem on your own, I was telling you, get your hands dirty. Don't look for solved problems. Don't search for shortcuts. Think, struggle, and make mistakes. But today, I'll add one more idea. Generally, when I tell my students in the class, I don't want to remember anything for my own brain's health. Some of the students are shocked. What I generally mean when I say that is, I don't want myself to remember any solutions, even if I've done it previously. I don't want my brain to store things. I want to work from my ideas. So I explain them, children, look, you look into many solutions. Of course, children generally don't like it because they always like to solve things for themselves, but the over commercialization of this education made it like that. They are given solution books. So they remember those solutions basically. I tell them, why do you burden your brain by storing solutions when you can actually do them from their ideas? I tell them to remember the principles. When I was a student, information was very scarce. We searched for books in libraries. We copied notes. We collected solved examples. Memory was valuable because information was difficult to obtain. But remember, even when we really did that, we always try to understand things because we never remembered on the raw memory. Memory which is developed by understanding things was actually the right memory in my opinion. And remember, nowadays you got so much of information. The information explosion is tremendous. You got one phone with you and you can store everything in that. So why are we making our brains as phones, as devices? There is now AI. Ask a physics problem, within seconds the solution comes out. Children, let me ask you one question. If AI can remember every solved problem ever written, why should you spend your life trying to compete with its memory? You cannot win that competition with AI. Instead, compete where AI cannot easily replace you. Learn to ask good questions. Learn to identify assumptions. Learn to notice patterns. Learn to decide whether an answer makes some physical sense. Learn to connect one idea with another. That's called understanding. Suppose I show you a completely new physics problem. A student who has memorized 500 solutions starts searching his memory. He'll say, have I seen this before? If the problem is slightly different, he gets stuck. Another student who remembers the ideas, Newton's laws, conservation of energy, symmetry, and few deep ideas, he smiles. Oh, he says, I have not seen this problem before, but physics hasn't changed. He starts from first principles. Who do you think will succeed? The second student, not the first one. This is the kind of students actually now we require. The future will not reward the person who knows the most facts. It rewards a person who can think with the facts. Remember this. Information is cheap now. Understanding is expensive. AI has made memory cheap. Of course, I'm not very sure whether it will be so cheap in future as the power cost keeps increasing. But once you spend some money, You'll always get that information from the machine learning models. But your job is to make your thinking priceless. So from today, whenever you solve a problem, don't ask, how do I remember this solution? Ask, why couldn't it have been solved in another way? This single question will grow your brain. It will challenge the way you learn. So let me leave you with 3 sentences. Don't remember problems, remember principles. Don't collect solutions, build understanding. Don't compete with AI, become what AI cannot. This is the next step. And if you keep taking such steps, one after another, success in JEE will simply become a byproduct of becoming a better thinker. Thank you.